how the witch was in Nordstrom today. At the same time, I was in Nordstrom. She's in Nordstrom in Virginia. I'm in Nordstrom in Towson. And we didn't talk about it or tell each other that. Then I come to Chipotle's. And she has Chipotle's right now in her hand as well. How did that happen? I have no idea. Also, I wanted a burrito bowl, and I decided not to. I said, if I'm gonna eat Chipotle, I might as well go all the way in and get the high fat one. And she got a burrito bowl. How do you explain that, witch?
We have wizard. Dun da da da. Dun da da da. A burrito bowl. How does that happen, wizard? It happens by synchronicity. What? Synchronicity. Well, Chipotle is our synchronicity lesson of the day. Witch is out.
That is crazy. I know it's a little loud here, so I'll be louder. But tell people what synchronicity is about, or what exactly is synchronicity, or what are you speaking of when you say in synchronicity? What exactly is it?
So, the wizard poses a very interesting question. Today, the witch and the wizard, not together, in person, both of us in Nordstrom today at the same time, and lo and behold, what do we have here but a burrito bowl at the same time? We're actually both eating this at the same time. That's synchronicity. That's what that is. It's synchronicity. Is this too bright? I don't know. Wizard told me to film this vlog. But I think I'm doing it in it's a little too bright. I'm trying to get the right light. Wizard is good at this. I'm a mess at this. Which is our pace. I'm about to dig into this burrito bowl, y'all.
Not only what is it, but how does it mix up or pertain to us or to two spiritual beings? How does that work, or how does that look like? I mean, it looks like this, but what exactly is it? Give us some details, because you're great at that.
What a great question! By the way, this burrito bowl, can I just say slap your mama? But anywho, we're not talking about burrito bowls. We're talking about synchronicity. What is synchronicity? And how does it relate to the witch and the wizard? How does it relate to your relationships? This is synchronicity. Synchronicity is being at the right place at the right time for the perfect outcomes for the highest and best good of all involved. Synchronicity means that you are on the path of destiny. Synchronicity is the universe's way of saying yes, 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 go this way, you're right, you're on target, hot, 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 hot. Synchronicity is the spirit's answer to time. Remember, we live in the third dimension and the time-space continuum, yet synchronicity is above the time-space continuum. In the time-space continuum, you have to tell people what time to meet up with you. You have to ask them, be here at this time, or meet me at this time. When you're operating on synchronicity, you're operating on perfect divine timing. That means that in the upper echelons, in the heavenly spheres, there is no such thing as time. There is no such thing as watches. There is no such thing as meet me at this time or meet me at that time. There is synchronicity, that everything is coming together in the perfect order, in the perfect ways, for the perfect unfolding of the perfect divine will. That's synchronicity. I love synchronicity. Did that answer the question, wizard?
What's up? I'm back. Traffic is low, so I'm back on the road. Got my response from the witch, and she killed it on synchronicity. Wow. I don't even want to touch that there's nothing to touch. I might just add a little something, just so I can respond, because other than that, there's no need to even touch it. But when I think about synchronicity, obviously she covered it pretty well, and I reflect on Dr. Young, and when I remember that he was one of the first people that put the term. I don't know if he made that terminology or what, but he was looking at the study of between the subconscious or unconscious psyche and matter, and the correlation. And a lot of times when we look deeper into it, we might look at that they are actually connected or the same. It's just one is studied or looked at from within, and one from the outside. When we look at synchronicity, the problem is, one of the biggest problem is that it's subjective when we're studying things like that, because it depends on the person and what they see, what they believe, what signs they get. It's like you tell people certain things and they don't get it, or they might miss it. I'll give you an example. Let's see something that's like society's based on, like if a black cat crosses my path and then I have a bad day, and I'm like, oh, how did I have a bad day? Oh my gosh, the black cat, I should have known. Or let's suppose you order roses for one of your family members, and then they get black roses. Even though you order red, they get black. And they're like, why did you send me black roses? That's death. And then a day later or a couple hours later, someone close to you guys dies. And then even to add to it, let's suppose you had a dream about death. And these are things that are connected. And it's not coincidental, it's something that's a meaningful connection, and the key word is meaningful, because that's the difference. So those might be meaningful, depending on what you believe and what you see, because I believe that the spirit shows itself to you how you can grasp it, which is why I always talk about the Indians talk to animals or have power animals, because that's what they relate to. If you tell somebody else, they might relate to angels. So if God sends you a message and that's what you talk to or you relate to, that's the best way He's gonna send it to you in. So on the other aspect of it, to separate it from meaningful is, let's suppose you're walking down the street and you're eating ice cream, and there's a car accident right in front of you. That was just something that happened by chance or by occurrence. And there might not be a meaningful connection to that message. Now, what could be meaningful is that accident might have stopped you for a second in your tracks, and it might have stopped you from seeing someone you weren't supposed to see, or something else happening to you later. But those are kind of deeper to that. They're not always messages, meaningful messages. So with synchronicity, that's where I'm at with it as well. And it's something that people are always battling and to learn and to trying to discover. So that's the same thing if you look at the Chinese writings. A lot of times they don't look at cause and effect. It's what likes to happen when certain things happen. What things like to happen together, and the same thing when like people look at omens, or they used to go talk to people people who deliver messages or spiritual connections, or you can even look at astrology and things like that, things that happen with the full moon, things that happen with just astrology, all of it. So that's it, and that's that. I don't want to overdo it because the witch destroyed it. Tomorrow we'll link up to get some work done. That's about it. Witch and the Wizard, we out. Peace.